You know, it's not often that a guy my age gets to experience some cool new technology before my kids do. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. For me, this happened with Google Glass. Now, Google Glass is this head-mounted device that allows you to send and receive both audible and video hands-free. So this hands-free component aspect of this device is very attractive to a surgeon. So I was fortunate enough to be the first surgeon in the world to do a surgery wearing Google Glass. Now, during the surgery, we demonstrated that my partner in his office could watch real time what I was doing in the surgery. We could dialogue, and he could advise me during the surgery. So think about that resource for surgeons to have real-time intraoperative ability to get consultation with a colleague from anywhere in the country. We also demonstrated that students in a conference room across campus could watch this live surgery and ask questions while I'm doing the surgery and I'm narrating what I'm doing and why, and they are across the campus. Again, think about that resource of students being able to be exposed to a live surgery remotely that they might not otherwise have been able to experience. So after this surgery, we were debriefing with the Google people, and they were picking my brain as Google people do, and I shared with them this scenario. I said, after experiencing and doing this surgery with the Google Glass, I said, imagine you're in the remote mountains of Afghanistan, and you're part of a military team, and one of your team members is injured. I could see someone pulling out the Google Glass, putting it on, connecting to the network, and now they become the eyes and hands of a medical specialist thousands of miles away to take care of their wounded comrade. Same scenario could apply to rural America, to first responders assessing and treating, injured people. So we were, I think, among the first to show that this technology could take one person's medical expertise and spread it to the four corners of the globe in real time. So that was kind of a neat little intervention that we were glad Google came to us to try this new device. Now, at Ohio State, sports medicine is this multidisciplinary, multi-mission entity, program that I'm proud to be part of. I also wear a lot of different hats. I'm fortunate to wear a lot of different hats in that program. In addition to all my administrative duties, if you came to find me, you could find me in the office seeing patients. I might be in the operating room doing surgery. I could be in a conference room teaching students, or in a lab discussing some new research project. But you might also find me at the Woody Hayes football athletic training room taking care of our beloved Buckeyes. Now, I'm fortunate and I love doing that. And one of the things I like about going to Woody Hayes and working with OSU football is their relentless pursuit for excellence and their reluctance to accept average or mediocrity. You don't want to go to Urban Meyer and say, coach, we're going to do it this way because all the other teams do it that way, and no, that's okay. That's kind of typical. That's how it's done in the industry in college football. Believe me, Urban doesn't want to hear typical, average, everyone else does it that way, we're going to do it that way. He wants excellence. He wants the best. He wants great. He wants leadership. So we've taken that mindset and that culture and taken it to the sports medicine program. Now, as a consequence of that, we made the strategic decision that we will prioritize working with industry, internal, external to the United States, to the university, to look at and apply new innovations and technology to advance our mission, which is to help people stay active across their lifespan. So I could give you a lot of examples of that, but I'm going to focus on just two. So this is a knee model. This is a meniscus. A meniscus is a cushion that sits between your shin bone and your thigh bone. That meniscus is commonly torn. In fact, I'm sure many of you out there have torn a meniscus. So the treatment typically for torn meniscus is to resect or remove that unstable fragment, and the vast majority of the time that relieves symptoms. But some people will subsequently go on to start to develop increasing pain and some arthritis, And sometimes that arthritis gets to the point where they need a knee replacement. But what about that patient that's between the ages of 30 and 60? They've lost some meniscus. They're starting to have increasing knee pain. They're getting some early arthritis, but it's not bad arthritis. It's not bad enough to need a knee replacement. What do we have to offer that patient? Well, not a lot. That's a gap in our spectrum of knee care. Now, to address that gap, Ohio State's helping evaluate this new meniscus implant that's designed to replicate the function of the meniscus. We were the first ones in North America to implant this device into a patient. And in the patient, it looks like, and we're hoping it continues, to relieve pain and hopefully slow down the progression of the arthritis. So imagine if implanting this device could delay or eliminate the need for total joint replacement in many, many people. That's a pretty incredible innovation. The other area I want to talk about is orthobiologics. Now, what is orthobiologics? Well, you know, to treat a lot of musculoskeletal problems the last 57 years, we've focused on mechanical interventions. Things like total knees, meniscus implant, plates, whatever. And we've had good success. And it's made great contribution in the area of musculoskeletal care. But clearly the future and the next evolution of care in musculoskeletal realm is going to be in the biologic arena. It's going to be using things like stem cells, activated platelets, growth factors. Now we know these biologic interventions have great potential, but we, the medical community, we don't know what the appropriate application or how to apply these. So at OSU Sports Medicine, we will, in the next couple of months, be implementing a brand new program where we will harvest stem cells from you, spin down, concentrate your stem cells, and inject them into your injured joint all in one office visit. I'm not aware of any other medical center doing this. I'm sure there's a couple of others looking at it, but I'm not aware of any other medical center that's also taken that second step. If you come to Ohio State and have any of these orthobiologic new interventions done, we are going to strongly request that you participate in our prospective registry so we can follow your outcomes. We want to study and learn which of these biologic interventions applied in which manner for which condition in which patient population is most effective and efficient. This is one of the ways we want and will be a leader in this coming orthobiologic revolution. Now, when you hear the word sports medicine, a lot of people think about elite athletes, high school athletes, college athletes, pro athletes, Olympic athletes. But Ohio State, we view sports medicine as being for everyone. Regardless of your age, regardless of your problem, we're committed to helping you stay as active as possible. At Ohio State, we want to be a national leader in investigating and applying new innovations and technology in the sports medicine arena. So afterwards, I can talk to you about all of these other innovations that we are, I think, leading and being some of the first people in the U.S. to use them. But in closing, I'd like to share something I like to remind our faculty and staff. I always like to remind them, when people come to Columbus, Ohio, they expect Ohio State sports medicine to be an elite leader in the field. So let's not disappoint them. Let's do it. All right, thank
you. Chris, that's a terrific story. Lots of innovations going on right at the intersection of sports and medicine. I know we just opened the Jamison Crane Sports Medicine Institute, which may be particularly proud. I often tell people that an academic health center, a great sign of an academic health center on the move is that there's a crane on the property. So now we have but I know that you're really proud of the Sports Medicine Institute, and you're going to offer everybody tours the next time you're in Columbus. Tell us a little bit about the facility.
Yeah, Sheldon, I could talk all night on this. So very proud of our new facility. This is arguably the largest, most comprehensive sports medicine facility in the country, and it's ours. It's Ohio State. This building, 116,000 square feet, houses 15 different disciplines under one umbrella, all working together to further the field of sports medicine. We have researchers, PhDs, engineers, biomechanists, epidemiologists, sports nutritionists, sports psychologists, neurologists, all working together on whatever it is, we will help take care of you. This building just opened last fall, and it's already done what we'd hoped to do. It's further energized our faculty and our staff, and it's creating all this energy and interest from the outside. One of the areas that we're very interested in pursuing is performance. And in fact, just 3 days ago, one of the senior research scientists for the Air Force Research Lab at the Wright-Patt Air Force base in Dayton reached out to me about how the military is very interested in assessing performance. And in the Department of Defense, all 4 branches of the military, the research for human performance is done at the Wright-Patt Air Force Research Lab. So it's focusing a lot on the special forces. How do they take these men, people, and maximize their ability to perform while keeping them healthy? So this is the same thing Coach Meyer is doing with the football players. How do we maximize their performance without having emotional, cognitive, or physical breakdown? And what are these new technologies, new sensors to measure, is this person being pushed too hard? Are they about to break down? You know, to increase your performance, you need to push yourself outside your comfort zone, recover, and then push it again. How do we know who's recovered? We need to individualize that. So this building has opened up a lot of doors for Ohio State in general and the medical center in particular, you know, to be a leader.
Thanks. Another warm round of applause for Kaeding.